Hi, this is Siddharth Mehta, mentor at Career Launcher. Welcome to another exercise on critical reasoning and reading comprehension. So what I have done today is I have picked up a passage, a small passage, and I have framed 5 different questions around that passage. And those 5 different questions are primarily based on logic. So let us first read the passage. You can stop the video, you can read this passage, and then proceed to watch the questions and of course the solutions to the questions. A very small passage, just hardly 3 paragraphs to it. All right, so I'm sure that you must have read it by now. Let me very quickly tell you what the passage is about. It is difficult to pick up our favorite sexist event, this Women's Day. Everybody appeared to be celebrating women on March 8, but we will go with Burger King's celebration. So the first paragraph is about when author is saying that it is difficult to pick one event this Women's Day. That itself suggests that there were several events, right? But our favorite is despite it being difficult to pick, we will go with Burger King celebration of Women's Day. Okay, next, Burger King was accused of using sexism as clickbait today after posting an attention grabbing tweet for International Women's Day. This morning the fast food chain tweeted women belong in the kitchen. The controversial tweet was timed to coincide with IWD, a day that apparently celebrates the achievements of women around the world. So this tells why author has picked the Burger King celebration as the most sexist event of this Women's Day, because they have put up a tweet, women belong in the kitchen. And author says that it is a deliberate attempt. There are a couple of things that tells us that this is a deliberate tweet. Sexism is clickbait, and the controversial tweet was timed to coincide. Timed to coincide means that they have well thought of that they will do it on this Women's Day. Then the third paragraph. Burger King immediately followed up the initial tweet with another which said, if they want to, of course. Yet only 20% of chefs are women. We are on mission to change the gender ratio in restaurant industry by empowering female employees with the opportunity to pursue a culinary career. Burger King then used Twitter to announce it was launching a scholarship that would help female employees. So the third paragraph is they followed up with some more tweets, follow-up tweets, which actually tells that that their previous tweet wasn't that bad. In fact, they are coming up with some good thing. They are launching a course. They are on a mission to change the gender ratio in the industry. So these tweets, they have tried to showcase themselves in some positive light. That is the Burger King, of course. Now, this is the entire passage about. So passage is about one tweet that Burger King posted on the Women's Day. Author thinks that it was a deliberate attempt on their part to gain some eyeballs. And then they followed up that tweet with some more tweets, which were perhaps showcasing them in some positive light. So this is the summary of the passage. Let us look at the question. For every question, you can stop the video and attempt it before listening to my solution. You have to stop and attempt yourself. So the first question is, what can be inferred from the passage? Very simple. Inferred means, very important to understand the meaning of these words. Inferred means something mentioned in the passage. Something mentioned in the passage, but in a slightly different manner. But in a different manner. That is what we are looking for. Different manner. Okay, so let us see the first one. Burger King is a company that exploits women. Can we say, now this is about a tweet on a particular day. Can we say that Burger King exploits women in its company? Can we say that? No, we cannot. This will be too much extreme to think just because of their one tweet, which showcases maybe their sexist attitude, we cannot say that they exploit women. So definitely extreme option, this cannot be the inference. Let us look at the second one. There were more than one sexist event organized on this Women's Day. Yes, definitely this is one inference that you can make. This is not directly mentioned in the passage, but in a way you can infer it, right? How? It is difficult to pick our favorite sexist event this Women's Day. Now, if it is difficult to pick the favorite sexist event, that means there have been more than one, isn't it? Had there been only one, what is there to pick? If they wanted to pick that, that means there were more than one. So second is the inference that one can make. So answer is only 2. What can be said about the purpose of Burger King's first tweet? So this paragraph talks about the first tweet. What is the purpose of Burger King behind this? Okay, let us see. They wanted to show that they support women empowerment. All right. If the first tweet is in negative light, it showcases them in negative light. Right. So definitely this will not be the answer. They wanted to pay tribute to women power. Definitely out of the scope of the passage, whether they want to pay tribute to women power or not, nothing of that sort is mentioned. They wanted to make use of IWD occasion to gain eyeballs for the brand. Looks a good choice. Let us look at the fourth one. They are worried that only 20% of their chefs are women. This thing is mentioned in the third paragraph. This thing they have mentioned in the second tweet. And the first tweet actually was not about the industry standard. It was about women belongs in the kitchen. That means more of that women has no place or the best place for women is actually in kitchen. Now they were worried that maybe it will the controversy has erupted, and that's why perhaps they have followed up some more tweets which showcases them in the positive light. So why have they done that? As it is mentioned, they used sexism as a clickbait and they timed it to coincide with IWD. That means if they have timed it, that means they have some deliberation in mind. And what can be that? This is the answer. They wanted to make use of the IWD occasion to gain eyeballs for the brand. They wanted some kind of limelight. Next, what could have prompted Burger King to write the words if they want to? Of course, in the second tweet. So with the second tweet starts with this. What kind of role these words are playing if they want to, of course. So somebody says rude thing to you, that you should do this in a very, very, very rude manner. And then to make matters mild, then the person says, if you want to, of course. That is the kind of thing. So it is it is these words are actually mitigating the effect that the first tweet is having. All right, so let us see. They were perhaps worried about the reaction their first tweet may get. Definitely a good choice. These words act as attention seeking mechanism. Now the second tweet was not about attention seeking mechanism. It is more of a damage control. They think that maybe the controversial, the tweet will erupt the controversy, and they have tried to mitigate it. So answer is, we can say only 1. 2 is not the answer, that it is a good attention seeking mechanism. Of course, these words of course don't mean that people will focus on them. Attention seeking was this: women belong in the kitchen. This was attention seeking. Okay. Question 4. What is an assumption of Burger King behind launching the scholarship of female employees? Now, they have launched the scholarship for female employees. It's given in the last part. What was the assumption? Assumption means a thought that have prompted them to take this action. So they have taken this action that females, they are offering a scholarship for female employees so that they can pursue career in culinary. What have prompted them to make this call? First, some females do have a dream of making career in the field of culinary. Definitely a valid assumption from Burger King's point of view. Now assume this. Now think about this, that if Burger King knows that there is no female who is interested in making career in field of culinary, why will they offer a scholarship? They are offering a scholarship because they believe that there are people who are in need of it. So definitely 1 is a valid assumption. 2, a scholarship may help female looking to make career in field of culinary. Again, a valid assumption, because if they believe that a scholarship will not help, then why will they offer a scholarship? So there are both the things. that they know that there are few people who want to make career in culinary, and that is why they are saying that we will offer a scholarship for someone who wants to make the career in this field. Second, they are offering a scholarship because they feel that people are in need of it. There may be few who are in need of it. So both the option are valid assumption. What is the tone of the author in the first paragraph? Many people got it wrong. The tone of the first paragraph, it is difficult to pick our favorite sexist event. That itself means that author is making a judgment that he's trying to pick the favorite sexist event. Now, something which is favorite for me cannot be favorite for you. So it is not a factual thing. It is definitely an opinionated thing. And author has said that we are picking with the Burger King celebration. We are picking the Burger King celebration. So author has taken a stance now. Somebody may say that no, it is not Burger King celebration, but some other celebration. So definitely this is not factual. It is sarcastic. How sarcastic? How is it sarcastic? Look at it. Look at it here. It is difficult to pick our favorite sexist event this Women's Day. Favorite sexist event. That itself looks like a sarcasm. Sexist event means something which is absolutely biased towards a gender. All right. And picking up favorite. And he's saying that everybody is celebrating Women's Day on March 8th. But we will pick Burger King as our favorite sexist. So it is more closely related to sarcasm. A bit of pinching line rather than anything else. So answer is option number B. So that is it. I hope you have learned how to solve these 5 different type of question. Remember, inference is different from assumption, and we have also looked at the question in tone on tones. So I hope that you will remember how to solve these questions. Thank you very much.